Welcome to my strategy video, in which I'm going to tell you what is going to be my strategy in MacMoon 2019, in which I'm going to be present in Black Panther, the world of Wakanda, and my character is T'Challa, King of Wakanda, and Black Panther. Although this comedy takes place in a world where superheroes and superpowers exist, I think this comedy is going to be a rather traditional one due to the fact that they have established a guide in which the themes are kind of what a traditional comedy usually treats. For example, the South Sudan crisis, that is kind of a really traditionally thing.
The crisis arc is going to be held by two principal columns, in my opinion, that are going to be the following. First, the column that is the whole new foundation of the institutions of the new Open Wakanda, the Open to the World Wakanda, that includes politics, economics, military, migration, and the second column will be the one sustained by the social aids that Wakanda is supposed to give, and the reason that they really opened to really help the world, and that's why they introduced cases as the South Sudan crisis.
Given these two principal columns that I think that are the ones that are going to establish the whole crisis arc, I have established one objective for my whole public agenda. This objective is consolidating Wakanda as the most important country in every single area studied. In science, in economics, in politics. We have to be the most powerful country of all, and in a little time.
I will try to divide my public strategy in branches. First being the political power. I, with my faculties as king, will assign new delegates in the United Nations that are in total agreement with me and that follow my directions, specifically in the General Assembly. I would like to contact two persons that will be or that have already been affected by Wakandan technology, benefit by Wakandan technology, and those two are Mateus Kambale Sahani, who is the director of Ahirs Ensemble's health department and member of Working Together, that it's an organization for cancer treatment in the Democratic Republic of the Congo, to tell him that we can cure absolutely all of their patients, but the cure will be demonstrated in a live video in my speech in the General Assembly that I'm going to touch soon enough, and also contact Agent Everett Ross, who treated in the movie of Wakanda in the MCU, and we helped him recover from a spinal cord damage that in our world seems to be kind of impossible, but in Wakanda it's possible to cure that kind of stuff. That's why I have to talk with Shuri. I have to talk with Shuri so that, well, first she gives me the proof that he treated that kind of sickness and that she was able to cure a spinal cord damage, and then for her to supervise the curement of the people in Working Together so nothing goes wrong and there are no doubts that Wakanda's medical service is the best. And what for? Why am I doing this previously to a travel that I will do to New York in one of my royal ships, and I will give a discourse showing that Wakanda is the solution to many of the problems that are held by humanity. As an invited to give testimony, I will give, well, Agent Everett Ross and Mr. Mateus Kambale in a live video in which, well, they are going to be the ones that prove that Wakanda is the best in medical technology, and I will also mention other technology devices and show other technological things that we have done, and of course mention a little bit about weapons, showing that we have power over all of the areas that they can be seen. The second branch that I will try to treat is the economic power. This is purely based in the new establishment of the politics of the new foreign affairs due to the opening of Wakanda. First, I would like to establish the economic conditions for the vibranium goods and services. The vibranium shall only be exported through services that can only be managed by Wakandans. Why this? Because if we exported products made of vibranium, we are in danger that governments use these products and remold them to make weapons. That's a thing that we don't want, to create more weapons for the world to continue in war. So yeah, only through services. For example, the curing of sicknesses that I have already mentioned, the foundation of Wakandan Airlines, tourism, air transportation of goods, massive air transportation of goods that we are able to do, and many other things, many other services that the world is not currently prepared technologically to give. The export of the material itself, it's pretty dangerous, and it would be only for academical purposes, still having a high price. The price shall be $20 million a kilogram, due to the fact that this was the price that Ulysses Claw gave for the axe that he stole in the Black Panther movie in MCU. This is Marvel Cinematic Universe. And well, first of all, and when we export the raw material of vibranium, we should first send a Wakandan nano drone to always be checking the lab, checking what is being done with that vibranium. Also, we have to do a previous investigation of those that are going to take part on the vibranium investigation. And also, we have to receive what the investigation is for itself. This is to prevent that vibranium is used incorrectly, and also the results of the investigation shall be sent to Wakanda, because this is a pretty dangerous material to be treated by anyone, and we hope that this doesn't get to the governments of all the world. But we are a country that, well, not only stands for vibranium, because we are a country that sustained itself for many years close to the world, so we have to have a great production of many other goods and services without vibranium dependence, but with a huge collaboration of vibranium. Because technology we possess, we should be able to produce any material that we want in a high scale, with quality and quantity, and beat any single country that produces this material. That's why I would propose to have 20 or 10 products of raw material and 20 or 10 products of technological material for us to export, but these products are not including vibranium stuff. Also, it is important to say that we are going to now exchange currencies with other countries. We have to create our own currency, and well, the proposal for this is just to let the price be the one established by the market, by the supply and the demand of our coin, our currency, And this would be all for the economical branch. Now, going to the military branch, the only extra thing to do is give more protection to mining tribe, to the vibranium mountain itself, and to labs and investigation centers and universities. Because now that people are going to be able to visit Wakanda, well, we have to protect this. We have to protect this a lot more, and it would also be good to ask if the force field that Wakanda has available, resist dirty bombs, atomic bombs, and hydrogen bombs. Being that the only thing to demonstrate that we are the most powerful country in terms of military forces as well. And finally, I will put 3 important things in the same branch that are migration, social aid, and territory, covering also the 2 columns that I have previously established. Well, I would also like to do a discourse in the African Union saying that our technology and other resources make us capable of producing all living essential resources for 20 Africas. Well, that's just saying a random number. And that we will give all the aid necessary for the well-being of every African person, and also give them the option to be as rich as Wakanda if they become part of the nation. This is an important thing because this is inviting the whole of Africa to be part of Wakanda. Telling them that the government will be held the same way, but that they will be respected towards non-participation in rituals, and that if many countries consider to join Wakanda, it may be considered a political change in the structure of the government, in which the Wakandan parliament is created, the Wakandan little council is created, but giving all the power to the king and the last word to the king that, well, it's me. The establishment of the Wakandan parliament and the little council, well, I have already written, but I don't think it's important to go further on that. Wakanda will receive also, and this going more further in the humanitarian aid, there will be many people that will try to go to Wakanda to live a more prosperous life in comparison of, for example, South Sudan or the Democratic Republic of Congo. So we'll have a lot of immigration, and this is how we're going to receive it. Wakanda will receive in their country any person in need that has no criminal story. There will be founded the Wakandan Center of Refugees, in which all refugees will stay and receive the aid needed. A program will be designed, a technological program will be designed, in which by face recognition the person will be identified and all their information will be classified in order for the computer to decide if he is accepted or no in Wakanda. Every not identified person shall pass through an advanced polygraph test in order to be concluded that the refugee that is going to be received by Wakanda is a person of good. The program of refugees, well, of course, summed up to what they are going to receive in the Wakanda Center of Refugees, is also complementary, giving education and many other aids for them to enter Wakanda society and be a productive member of Wakandan society. That's why I established 5 different tests that contemplate psychological traits, physical traits, intellectual traits, in which they are going to show what they're capable of and what should they be doing for Wakanda. Well, of course, giving them work and assuring them that they're going to have a great life. They will never have hunger to go to bed, or they will never have any need if they work for Wakanda. People that are younger than 35 years old taking this test shall be classified in one of the 11 grades that Wakanda has in school, and depending on that and depending on the years that they have left, they have the right to go and study the years that they have left until 11th grade, and those who want will also be able to study in a university, of course if they are accepted, for Wakanda to have also many productive members in the intellectual areas.
My private agenda is rather a difficult one because of what I have said, that this is a rather traditional comedy. So I have established a private agenda in a way that I turn the comedy not too traditional and I become the supreme Black Panther that has already happened with Iron Man, has already happened with Spider-Man, and I want to become the supreme Black Panther in order to rule the whole of the Avengers, and well, if I rule the Avengers, I rule almost the world.
In order to accomplish that goal, I will have to change my personality as T'Challa due to the fact that T'Challa is not an ambitious character. That's why I will start with a diary in which I will write my thoughts and start changing my personality in order for the following actions to have more sense. First, I'll have to construct a team of experts, even though that I have, I think, 3 PhDs. I have to build a team of experts in physics, in engineering, in chemistry, in biology, in order to develop the weapons and the stuff that I want to create. First of all is a super soldier serum with the Winter Soldier's blood that is currently staying in Wakanda for the treating of his psychological condition. And this blood will be really easy to get, and due to the fact that even Howard Stark without the development that Wakanda has with vibranium could develop that serum, I think it would be no problem to get this power. Then I will try to fuse the serum with a heart-shaped herb in order for me to have the double of the power of the Black Panther, becoming twice as strong and twice as sensitive to many different things. After my next task will be to develop a legion of super soldiers after I have assured that I'm the most powerful being in Wakanda, using then the same super soldier serum that I have developed from the blood of the Winter Soldier. This in order to empower Wakanda as a country and as an army, for us to show the world that we are the most powerful in every single area. My next task will be to acquire mind powers to empower myself more in the altar of resurrection. What happens with this is that many of the humans that have been submitted to the altar of resurrection have or died or being deformed brutally. So that's why I will see the Khazars, contract and astronomy, because the altar of resurrection functions given the Khazars that are in outer space, and also I will develop an armor in order for me to defend of the deformations that the altar of resurrection may cause. With these mind powers already taken into account, I would like to call Iron Man and offer him my vibranium for him to create 2 Iron Man suits, one that will stay in Wakanda and that one that he can keep. If he rejects my offer, I will apply my mind powers and control Tony Stark for a little in order for him to develop the Iron Man suits with vibranium, and then him forgetting everything that had happened, for me to incorporate the Iron Man abilities to my suit and to create the Iron Legion of vibranium that would be almost invincible. Also, I would like to acquire the powers that Doctor Strange has and become a sorcerer. How am I going to do this? I will offer Wakanda as the 4th location for a sanctum in order for the Earth to be more protected, and with the condition of every Black Panther from now on becoming a sorcerer, in order for Wakanda to acquire more knowledge about the functions of the universe, and also for the Black Panther to rule over its people greatly. After getting the powers from Doctor Strange and perfecting them, due to the fact that this needs a lot of training, I will contact the Illuminati, composed by the heads of the different organizations of heroes like the X-Men, the Avengers, or the Sorcerers, in order for me to first establish an alliance with all the superheroes existing and working together with them, and step by step controlling the minds of everyone present in order for me to create a super legion of superheroes that works all together for one purpose. The next step would be to conquer Africa, complementing what I have already done with my discourse in the African Union, and I will do it in the following way. Maybe some countries will answer to my call for them to be rich if they join Wakanda, but some will not. Those who will, I will enter into negotiations and give them places in the council and in the Wakandan parliament that I have already mentioned before. And those who don't will be submitted to the insurrections that I will create secretly through my super soldier legion that I have already created, for Wakanda to be first a bigger country, and second the most imposing country on the whole of the world. And last but not least, I would like to have a son for him to inherit the throne of Black Panther, and the perfect wife for this is Storm, that has the X gene and has demonstrated to have a really strong X gene. In order for my child to be a mutant, for it to be powerful already when he is born, and for him to be the greatest Black Panther that has existed.